Hello, my name is Jill Fornolis, Chief Operating Officer of the Aaronstrong Foundation, and I'm sitting here today with David Baltima, who is our Executive Director and the founder of our organization. Before we get started, I would like to go ahead and thank myGSPN for offering their facilities for us to use today, for giving us some services so that we can share with you the details about our organization and let you know what it is that we can do for you, your family, your business, and why we do what we do. David, let's discuss a little bit about why you decided to create a nonprofit organization, and let's also talk a little bit about the significance of the name Aaronstrong.
I believe in the power of perseverance. I believe in grit, which stands for growth, resilience, initiative, and tenacity. I believe that when life knocks you down, you have two options. You can lay down and quit, or you can get back up. These are all the cornerstones of the Aaronstrong Foundation, something that is that's been challenged personally in my life and has been challenged in other lives as well, and I recognize that. As far as why it's named Aaronstrong, my son Aaron was diagnosed with trisomy 18 in the fall of 2013. This was devastating news because the rates of survival are very slim. He was given a 10% chance of making it, and it was a really tough time for our family. We went to social media asking for thoughts and prayers and just challenged people to look at life a little bit differently given our bad news. And what happened was very motivational and inspirational, and I didn't realize it was taking place. People started contacting us and letting us know what power this was having on their life and how they started looking at their life differently in the perspective that they wanted to have now because of our situation and Aaron's diagnosis. Unfortunately, Aaron passed away in on December 11th of 2013. And after some time, personal time with my family, somebody approached me and asked me if I would continue doing Aaronstrong in his name, obviously, and to share this message that needs to be shared with the whole world, and starting here in Central Florida. I took some time and thought about it because I wasn't sure if that was something I wanted to do and if I was up for the challenge, because if I was going to do it, I wanted to do it right. And after some time and reflection, I decided why not, and I put together a presentation, and here we are a couple years later, a full functioning, successful nonprofit.
So how can you take what you have gone through with your personal adversity and relate that to athletes, to students in middle school, high school, college, or even to the corporate world?
Well, the presentation started in 2014 for athletes. I'm going to plug my alma mater, Apopka High School. The baseball team was the first presentation I ever did, and like I told Coach Lassiter, I wasn't sure if this was going to be any good, but it would be from the heart. And they seemed to love it. And I've been back every year presenting to them, and that just kind of started a domino effect of other schools. And so it started out with athletes. And in athletics, you hear a common term of mental toughness. What is that? To me, that's grit. And it's something that is needed, but it's not just athletes, it's students, it's adults, it's any age, any person going through a tough situation. Going back to the sports part, we have and even the student part, we have a real problem, I believe, in this world, in this country specifically, that we tell people how good they are all the time, and you're so talented and you're so smart. And all those things are great, but when real adversity hits, are you ready? And if you don't have a growth mindset and you don't have grit, it doesn't matter how much talent you have, how much smarts you have, academics, things like that, you can fall flat on your face. So that was the startup of this foundation and my message that I wanted to share, because by age 33, I had lost my mother tragically, I had lost my son tragically, and I had lost my father tragically. So I've been put through the test, and and it's still a day-to-day thing with me. But I have way more better days than I have bad days, and there's a formula that I follow, and that's what Aaronstrong's about. We also offer presentations for educators and help educators learn how to teach a growth mindset in the classroom and also help them develop a growth mindset. We've branched into the corporate sector as well because it's not just students, it's not just athletes or teenagers or teachers, it's people of all ages who are going through obstacles in life. And unfortunately, we have a high number of people quitting on themselves or blaming others for their problems. And that's the biggest thing that I learned through my situation and my story of tragedy and overcoming this tragedy. That's the key is overcoming this tragedy, is that blaming other people and making excuses just pushes the problem to the side and you never truly overcome it.
So let's talk a little bit about the GRIT series that we do and how does that help the people that you're working with?
So the presentations is one part, as I just talked about. A really neat program that we have and a program that I'm really excited about growing more in the future is our Grit Through It series. And that is basically more of a one-on-one more small classroom setting type thing. Smaller numbers, not a large group, large presentation, as how Aaronstrong started. And at this point, when someone leaves my presentation, I feel that they're going to be motivated, but they might just a week later, 2 weeks later, go right back to the same routine that they were in. The Grit Through It series is a 6-week program right now that is a structured curriculum and it's for middle school and high school students, particularly at this moment, where they can learn exactly what does grit mean and how they can use it in their daily life and how they can reflect on past experiences. What is their grit score? We break down videos of other successful people. A lot of people, and especially young people, have an issue where they think that successful people were just born successful and they just had a golden road just paid for them for their success. And they couldn't be more wrong. Any person who's successful has had obstacles, they've had adversity in their life, and they've been able to overcome it. So we really dig deep and examine that in the Grit Through It series.
So besides the presentations that we offer and the Grit series and things that we're doing to work with the corporate field, what other services do you want to share with the rest of the people regarding maybe monies that we raise for other organizations or individual families and some different things that we do for students in the area?
Yeah, so those are 2 major services, and then I'd like to call it our programs that we offer. And we offer 4 major programs. The first program is scholarships. We recognize students who already have or are demonstrating grit, who are showing growth, resilience, initiative, and tenacity. And we reward them with a scholarship. And so we start out here in Lake County. We want to expand into other areas of Central Florida because we know that there's a lot of students who are doing things the right way. Another program that we have is the Grit Spotlight. That is a program that we just recently created. We've had 1 Grit Spotlight feature so far, and it's an article written about people who are going through extreme adversity and they're doing it the right way. They're doing it with perseverance, with the right perspective. And we want to honor these people. We want to say thank you, number 1. And number 2, we want to show other people who are having problems that, look, you can go through it the right way and that you can get up when you've been knocked down by life. Another program that we have is we donate annually to the Trisomy 18 Foundation. That's what Aaron had, and I feel very strong about making an annual contribution to their nonprofit foundation as well. And the last one is when families are in need, that have suffered from a tragic situation, and we try to help them out in whatever way possible. And a big way of that is making donations. I'm proud to announce that in our first 9 months as a nonprofit, we have donated over $8,000 through scholarships or to families in need who have suffered some tragic or adverse situations.
What is the best way for someone to get more information about the Aaronstrong Foundation?
Well, the first way would be our website, myAaronstrong.com. It's got a lot of information. We've worked really hard on that. I'm really proud of the direction that the website has gone in less than a year. We're also on social media. You can follow Aaronstrong Foundation on any of the major social media networks. You can also find those links on our website. And we also have an email account.
Yes. And our website is beaaronstrong.com. And if you need more information regarding how to schedule a presentation or just how we can work with your organization, info@beaaronstrong.com is our email address as well.
We would like to thank myGSPN and the studios here just for their hospitality and giving us the opportunity to film this. Please visit myGSPN.com and check out what they're all about. Thank you.